These are all the books I read in November and whether I think they're worth your time. So my first order of business in November was to complete the Cruel Prince series. Jude and Cardan are my Roman Empire. I would give so much to erase my memory and read the series for the first time. Every single moment of every single page in every single one of these books was absolute perfection. The world building, the emotion, the tension between the two main characters, no complaints. I am obsessed. I can rant about this series for absolute ages. Then the next book I read was kind of a flop because I read Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson, and I've decided that Holly Jackson is just not the writer for me, because even though I was invested in the plot, it's just the writing style and the pacing that really took me out of the story, and I decided to DNF the book. The next book I read in November was Zodiac Academy, The Awakening, and I really liked this one. I was surprisingly invested in this story. I loved the world building, the elemental magic, the zodiac aspect. I love the different creatures we had, like vampires. The second half of this book felt like a fever dream in which nothing happened, so I was a little disappointed by that. But I'm excited to continue the series, so let's see what happens. Then A Song to Drown Rivers. The prose in this book is literally so beautiful. This is a book that will genuinely stay in your memory, and there's a quality to it that's very magical, and I had a really good time with this. Then I read Throne of Glass, and I don't get the hype, but I'm invested enough to continue the series, so let's see how that goes. And the last book I read in November was Metal Slinger, another DNF, and this is one that I genuinely don't want to talk about. But those are all the books that I read in November. Let me know what you read in November, and I'll see you for my next weekly reading diaries video. Bye.